Since the September 30, 2022 coup that ousted interim President Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, Ibrahim Traore, a military commander born in 1988 in Bondokuy, Burkina Faso, has served as the country's acting president. He is currently the youngest president in the world. The 34-year-old president is a charismatic leader who is popular with the Burkinabé people. This makes him a threat to France's influence in the country, which has been traditionally based on its support for older and more established leaders. So in this video, we are going to be telling you about the early life of Ibrahim Traoré and how this young president is making France scared. Let's begin. After receiving his primary education in Bondokuy, Ibrahim Traoré attended a high school in Bobo-Dioulasso, where he was regarded as being quiet and exceptionally talented. He began attending the University of Ouagadougou in 2006 and was a member of the Association of Muslim Students while there. He earned an honors degree from the university. Traoré enlisted in the Burkina Faso military in 2009. He was reassigned to an infantry battalion in Kaya, a town in northern Burkina Faso, after receiving anti-aircraft training from Morocco. Traoré joined MINUSMA, a United Nations peacekeeping force engaged in the Mali War, after being promoted to lieutenant in 2014. He was one of the MINUSMA soldiers who displayed bravery during significant rebel strikes in the Tombouctou region in 2018. After that, he went back to Burkina Faso, where he participated in operations to quell the growing Islamist insurgency. Traoré fought in the Oudapouanou offensive of 2019 and several other counterinsurgency operations in the country's north. 2020 saw his promotion as captain. Ibrahim Traoré was part of the army group that supported the January 2022 coup in Burkina Faso, which led to the overthrow of temporary President Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, who had just been in office for 9 months. Paul-Henri Damiba's failure to control the Islamist insurgency led to the coup. Later, Traoré admitted that he and other officers had attempted to persuade Damiba to return to the revolt, but that they ultimately decided to remove him because his ambitions were deviating from what we set out to do. Younger officers engaged in combat with the rebels on the front lines expressed a great deal of frustration with the circumstances. This was not all, as the Cobra troops' pay were also delayed. When the plotters launched their coup on September 30, Traoré still held the rank of captain. The Cobra unit assisted in the operation. Traoré proclaimed himself the new leader of the patriotic movement for safeguard and restoration right after the coup. He also became head of state, supreme head of the armed forces, on October 6th, which was the start of his tenure as interim president. Since Ibrahim Traoré assumed power as president of Burkina Faso, things have not been the same for France. In February 2023, Traoré's government expelled the French military helping fight the local rebellions from Burkina Faso. He then backed up the diversification of Burkina Faso's international connections by saying, "We really want to look at other horizons because we want win-win partnerships." Soon after, Traoré's government backed a federation with Mali, and both nations extended invitations to Guinea. All three countries are under military leadership, and if it were to become a union, it would be the largest country ruled by military junta. To replace French military support, Traoré has been forging closer ties with Turkey and Russia. In April, he ordered a general mobilization of the populace to aid the military as rebel forces kept increasing their attacks. Traoré made a public commitment to retake all territories held by the rebels and stated that no negotiations would take place until the rebellion had been severely weakened. The following month, Traoré questioned the intended return to democracy for 2024, claiming that elections could not take place until the militants had been driven out and the security situation had been rectified. Burkina Faso's junta-led government has suspended the printing and online operations of the French news outlet Jeune Afrique in the country. They said the news outlet was seeking to discredit the military. Traoré has made it very clear that Burkina Faso has the power to fire any media organization that conjures up stories and attempts to sway public opinion. Since December 2022, many French media outlets have been banned from Burkina Faso. R5, for instance, was shut down in December 2022, and France 24 was shut down in March 2023. LCA, a French news station, has been unavailable in Burkina Faso since the end of June 2023. President Traoré said, "We are at war, and we will not tolerate the media coming to try to intoxicate our populations and trying to manipulate them to make subversive propaganda." He also said, "We are not going to accept it, and we are entitled to suspend them." In March 2023, the Burkina Faso junta denounced a military assistance agreement that was signed with France in 1961. Ouagadougou had earlier secured the withdrawal of French forces from its soil. Traoré said the agreement was no longer relevant and was quite old. He also said the country had to manage and move forward on its own. From all indications, Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traoré, wants nothing to do with the French military. His relations with Russia have been in the spotlight since it booted out French troops. There are rumors that he might strengthen security connections with Russia similar to Mali, where Russian Wagner mercenaries are active. Following the Africa-Russia summit on July 29, 2023, Traoré said that the people of his country support Russia and communicated that a decision had been made to reopen the Russian embassy, which was closed in 1992. After his trip to Russia in July, Captain Ibrahim Traoré received a grand welcome from thousands of Burkina Faso citizens who had lined up on the streets of Ouagadougou. The people love him and are happy with the things he has done in less than a year. Though the jihadist attacks are still frequent, the people have faith in him and are hoping for a better country. It is like Traoré is trying to prove a point to the French. He is trying to show them that Burkina Faso can survive without them. Burkina Faso's junta claimed to have thwarted a coup on September 26, 2023. The military transition government said that the coup was foiled by the country's intelligence and security services. They later announced that 4 officers had been detained. This is making France see how Traoré is very serious and always on guard. Also, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali have formed a security alliance to assist one another in the event of rebellion or external aggression. The 3 countries are struggling to contain Islamic insurgents linked to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State, and have also seen their relations with neighbors and international partners strained because of the coups. Burkina Faso's military made sweeping changes at the top of the security agencies. Following the arrest of army commanders suspected of plotting a putsch, Traoré made significant changes at the top of the security agencies this month, including selecting a new head of the National Intelligence Agency. The news of a second foiled coup attempt in a month came in the same week. The junta suspended online and print distribution of the French magazine Jeune Afrique for publishing what it called untruthful reports about tensions within the military. Moving away from all this military talk, Burkina Faso is rich. When it comes to natural resources, they have gold, zinc, copper, manganese, phosphate, and limestone in substantial quantities. It also has reserves of diamond, bauxite, nickel, and vanadium. However, these remain largely unexplored. Ibrahim Traoré has been keeping to his promise of transforming the country and ensuring a better life for his people. He has already launched and embarked on multiple developmental projects, as well as following up with projects that were launched before he rose to power. Some of these projects include the modernization of roads, the construction of Ouagadougou Airport, the starting up of multiple entrepreneurship programs, and many others. All this is making France scared because they now see that the country does not need them. France is also seeing the natural resources it will stop gaining from Burkina Faso. Traoré's challenge to France's interests in Burkina Faso is part of a broader trend of African countries becoming more assertive and independent. This trend is being driven by some factors, including the rise of a new generation of African leaders, the growing economic power of Africa, and the decline of Western influence on the continent. France is facing increasing competition from other countries, such as Russia and China, in Africa. These countries are offering African countries more attractive economic and military assistance than France is. The French government is aware of the challenges it is facing in Africa. It is trying to adapt its policies to the changing landscape. However, it remains to be seen whether France will be able to maintain its traditional influence in Africa in the long term. If every African country can stand up to the West as Traoré is doing to France, then Africa is going to be a great continent. We have come to the end of this video. Do you think France has given up on Burkina Faso? Let us know what you think in the comments. Do not forget to like this video too and subscribe to the New Tourist channel. Also turn on notifications so you get notified whenever we upload interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.